Assassination, the deliberate killing of a prominent figure, has been a shadow woven into the fabric of human history. From the pharaohs of ancient Egypt to the presidents of modern democracies, these acts have toppled empires, ignited wars, and altered the course of civilizations. In this video, we'll traverse time and cultures, examining real historical events with precise dates and contexts. We'll see how methods evolved from poisoned blades to sniper rifles, and how motives, political power, religious fervor, or ideological clashes remained eerily consistent yet adapted to cultural norms. Join us as we uncover the stories behind these pivotal moments, drawing comparisons across continents to reveal patterns in humanity's darkest impulses. Our journey begins in antiquity, where assassinations were often intimate, brutal affairs driven by palace intrigue or conquest. In ancient Egypt around 2300 BCE, Pharaoh Teti of the 6th dynasty became one of the earliest recorded victims, likely slain by rivals in a power grab. Evidence from tombs suggests a violent end amid dynastic turmoil. Fast forward to 1155 BCE, when Pharaoh Ramesses III fell to a harem conspiracy. Judicial papyri detail how his own wives and officials slit his throat during a coup attempt, highlighting how family betrayals fueled Egyptian politics. Shifting to Asia, in China's Warring States period around 227 BCE, the assassin Jing Ke attempted to kill the future emperor Qin Shi Huang with a poisoned dagger hidden in a map scroll. Though he failed and was executed, this event underscored assassination as a desperate tactic in unification wars, contrasting Egypt's internal plots with interstate espionage. In India, circa 300 BCE, the strategist Chanakya, in his treatise Arthashastra, advocated poisons and spies for Chandragupta Maurya's empire building, leading to the killings of Alexander the Great's generals like Nicanor, methods eerily similar to China's but rooted in philosophical statecraft. In the West, 336 BCE saw Philip II of Macedon stabbed by his bodyguard Pausanias in Greece, possibly over personal grudges, paving the way for his son Alexander's conquests. But the most iconic ancient assassination was Julius Caesar's in Rome on March 15, 44 BCE. Stabbed 23 times by senators including Brutus on the Senate floor, it ended the Roman Republic and birthed the empire under Augustus. Comparing these, Egyptian and Roman killings were elite-driven, while Asian ones often involved cunning tools like poisons, reflecting cultural emphases on hierarchy versus strategy. As empires gave way to feudalism and religions clashed, assassinations became tools of faith and resistance. In the Middle East during the 11th to 13th centuries, the Hashashin, a Shia Ismaili sect led by Hassani Saba, perfected ritualistic killings. Using daggers in public spectacles, they targeted crusader leaders and Sunni rivals, like the 1092 slaying of Vizier Nizam al-Mulk. Their name assassin derives from hashish rumors, but it was ideological warfare, contrasting ancient personal vendettas with organized terrorism. In Japan, from the 14th to 16th centuries, ninjas, shinobi, served as mercenaries for daimyo lords, employing stealth assassinations with blow darts and garrots. A notable case was the 1582 Honnoji incident, where warlord Oda Nobunaga was forced to commit seppuku by his betrayer Akechi Mitsuhide amid civil wars, highlighting honor-bound betrayals unique to samurai culture, unlike the Hashashin's fanaticism. Europe saw religious tensions boil over. In England, 1170, Archbishop Thomas Becket was hacked to death in Canterbury Cathedral by knights loyal to King Henry II over church-state conflicts. Similarly, in 1584 Netherlands, William the Silent, a Protestant leader, was shot by Catholic fanatic Balthazar Gerard during the 80 Years' War. These echo Middle Eastern religious motives but in a Christian context, with public executions amplifying fear. Compared to ancient times, medieval methods added poison and guns, evolving from daggers to early firearms, while motives shifted from power to piety. The 19th and early 20th centuries brought gunpowder and nationalism into the fray. In Russia, 1881, Tsar Alexander II, the liberator who emancipated serfs, was bombed by Narodnaya Volya revolutionaries in St. Petersburg, accelerating reforms, but also backlash. This mirrored earlier palace coup, but with anarchist ideology. In the U.S., Abraham Lincoln was shot by Confederate sympathizer John Wilkes Booth on April 14, 1865, at Ford's Theater, amid Civil War aftermath delaying Reconstruction. comparable to Caesar's fall and triggering civil strife. India's 1948 assassination of Mahatma Gandhi by Hindu nationalist Nathuram Godse with a pistol reflected partition tensions, contrasting non-violent ideals with violent extremism. In Europe, the 1914 Sarajevo killing of Archduke Franz Ferdinand by Gavrilo Princip, a Bosnian Serb nationalist, sparked World War I, showing how one bullet could ignite global conflict, unlike isolated ancient events. Shifting to Africa and the Middle East, Egypt's Anwar Sadat was gunned down by Islamist militants on October 6, 1981, during a parade for his peace treaty with Israel, echoing medieval religious assassinations but with modern automatic weapons. These events highlight a shift. From ancient intimate stabbings to public shootings, motives blended politics with emerging ideologies like nationalism. In the modern age, assassinations persist amid civil rights and geopolitics. In the U.S., John F. Kennedy was shot by Lee Harvey Oswald on November 22, 1963, in Dallas, fueling conspiracy theories and marking a media-era turning point. Similarly, Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated by James Earl Ray on April 4, 1968, in Memphis, derailing civil rights momentum. Both used rifles, contrasting ancient close-range kills with distance weapons. In Pakistan, Benazir Bhutto was killed by a bomber and gunmen on December 27, 2007, amid election campaigns, highlighting gender and democracy struggles in Islamic contexts. Israel's Yitzhak Rabin was shot by far-right extremist Yigal Amir on November 4, 1995, for Oslo peace accords, paralleling Sadat's fate. Today, drone strikes and cyber tactics in conflicts like Ukraine-Russia echo ancient poisons but with technology, showing evolution while core motives, power and ideology endure. From Teti's ancient betrayal to modern political hits, assassinations reveal universal truths. Power breeds vulnerability, and one act can reshape history. Ancient cultures favored blades for intimacy, medieval ones added faith-fueled rituals, modern eras brought guns and global repercussions. Yet comparisons show consistency. Political motives dominate, with cultural twists like honor in Japan or religion in the Middle East. As we reflect, remember, history's shadows warn us of tomorrow's light. Thank you for watching.